Hey there! Welcome back to AgriCline. If you're passionate about our planet and want to understand how climate change is affecting every corner of life, today's video is a must-watch. We're diving deep into the waters of Africa to explore the impact of climate change on fish populations, and trust me, the ripple effects are serious. From the Atlantic coast to Lake Victoria and the rivers that sustain millions of people, Africa's fish populations are being threatened by rising temperatures, changing rainfall patterns, and human-induced environmental shifts. But how exactly is climate change affecting these ecosystems, and what does it mean for the future? Let's see. 1. Warming waters and fish migration. One of the most direct ways climate change impacts fish is through warming water temperatures. Fish are cold-blooded creatures, meaning their body temperature is influenced by the environment. As African waters warm, fish species are migrating to cooler, deeper waters or moving towards the poles. This shift might sound harmless, but it's creating havoc in local ecosystems. Coastal communities in places like Senegal and Ghana rely heavily on fish for food and income. When fish migrate, it affects fishing industries and leaves vulnerable populations at risk of food insecurity. 2. Coral reefs and habitat destruction. Another devastating effect is the destruction of habitats, particularly coral reefs. In warmer waters, corals experience bleaching, a phenomenon where they lose their vibrant colors and die off. Coral reefs are home to a quarter of all marine species, including many types of fish. In places like the Red Sea and off the coast of Tanzania, reef destruction is driving fish away, reducing biodiversity, and ultimately, putting entire ecosystems at risk. Fish that depend on these reefs for breeding and feeding are struggling to survive. 3. Impact on freshwater systems. Now, let's not forget about Africa's incredible freshwater systems, from the Nile River to Lake Tanganyika. Rising temperatures and unpredictable rainfall patterns are disrupting these environments too. For example, Lake Victoria, one of the largest lakes in Africa, is home to over 500 species of fish, including the iconic Nile perch. However, increasing temperatures and pollution are causing oxygen levels in the water to drop, leading to massive fish die-offs. This not only affects biodiversity, but also the livelihoods of millions of people who depend on fishing to survive. 4. Ocean acidification and fish reproduction. We've talked about warming waters, but there's another silent killer: ocean acidification. As carbon dioxide levels in the atmosphere rise, the oceans absorb more of it, leading to higher acidity. Acidic waters affect the ability of fish to reproduce and grow, especially species like shellfish, which rely on calcium to form their shells. In countries like Mozambique and Angola, where shellfish is a crucial part of the diet, this could spell disaster. 5. The human impact, communities at risk. The effects of climate change on fish populations don't just harm the environment, they threaten people's livelihoods. Millions of Africans rely on fish for food and income, but as fish become scarce, many are being forced to find other ways to survive. In places like Sierra Leone and the Gambia, declining fish stocks mean fewer jobs in fishing and related industries. And in some regions, fish is becoming too expensive for local people to afford, driving food insecurity to new heights. Now, what can be done? So, what can we do to address this growing crisis? While global action on climate change is crucial, local solutions are also being explored. African governments, NGOs, and local communities are working to improve sustainable fishing practices, protect vulnerable habitats, and reduce pollution in waterways. Some initiatives, like the establishment of marine protected areas, MPAs, and the promotion of aquaculture, are helping to sustain fish populations and preserve biodiversity. Conclusively, the future of Africa's fish populations and the communities that depend on them hangs in the balance. Climate change is reshaping ecosystems in ways we can no longer ignore. But with a mix of local and global efforts, there's hope that we can protect these vital resources for future generations. Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Channel Name for more content on climate change and its impact around the world. Let's keep the conversation going. Drop your thoughts in the comments below.